Hi, welcome to our YouTube channel. I'm Rohit, Desai, co-founder of JB Experts. This is a new video for your product selection series. For the people who are looking for exports and still not able to find what product they should deal in, this is one of the advice video which we have got it for you. So let's get started. So as of you people know that shrimps are something which which is a seafood which is normally being exported. We consume it even in domestic market too. So there are different varieties. For the basic advice here is every variety has its own market, so you need to be sure that okay, what variety of product which I can pick in the same product. It's a shrimp, but there are a lot of varieties. Based on the varieties, there is a different market, so which you can target it on. So probably the black tiger shrimps are having a demand in US. Rest is something which have a demand in Japan and various other countries. So you need to be sure, like, okay, what product, or if you start having the conversation with your buyers, you get to know that what is the exact variety they are looking for, and then you can really push it forward. So these are the HS code. What I prefer is like the Indian white shrimps are something which we are really doing great about it. Black tiger shrimp. The rest is something which you can process it, because these products are not only exported as a fresh or frozen product. It is also a processed food, so you can get it in the form of cocktail shrimps, a dip, pickles, sort of it. So you can really look into that. So even there are varieties of shrimps what we export, and moreover in variety various different forms. So even it's dried and sort of it. So that's something which you can look into it. So top 10 exporting countries, which is India stands second, Ecuador is the number one. So before we are not doing so great. Indonesia and Vietnam, Thailand was doing pretty good, but yeah, India has been taken over, and then it's performing very well. So this is the number which you can really plan it up. So this is the total exports in 2022 in thousand USD thousands. So you can see what is the number of exports we have already done. So you will be not the first one who is going to get in this business. This is a very good number to get into. So margins in different markets. So if you can look into varieties of products, and there are different markets which pays different prices for it. So have a look towards the margins. So it's we have done a short analysis which is for US, China, and Japan, which is a top market for us. So this is the data of 5 years exports, what we have done from India to all of these countries. So you can gradually see what is the trends happening. Okay, whether it's an uptrend or a downtrend or a side trend. So you can understand that, okay, is there any growth happening? So if you see Japan, there is no big transactions happening. So I mean to say there is no big growth happening. So it's like 3,22,000. That's continues to all the way till today, just around 80,000 up. That's all what we have seen. But if you see it from China, there is a huge demand rise. So these are all the numbers what you can analyze and see, like, okay, is there is a growing demand or a depreciating demand. So based on that, you can really take a call saying that, okay, what is the right market for me, whether I should enter into a market which has a dipping, because again we need to say that, okay, we need to have a regular orders also. So if regular orders are not coming in and I'm still working in that market, then that's going to be a difficult job for you. And moreover, but yeah, it's a dipping market, but still I have a good margins. Then obviously you can really look into that too. So these are something which is very important, and you can really calculate on that. So you need to analyze all over the trends and see what market suits you and what varieties are the shrimps that can be exported from India. So the top shrimps growing market. So many people, what they do is they procure the goods in the nearby stations. So what happens here is they get the product nearby places. They don't want to travel. They don't want to go to the main sourcing point and get it procured from somewhere else. Obviously, if you buy it from third party, then obviously you need to pay the third party prices. But when you go to the source, you talk to the manufacturer, the processing plants, you get a better deal. So that's something which you can really look into. So the varieties are here. So you can look into Andhra Pradesh, West Bengal, Gujarat, Odisha, and Tamil Nadu. So these are the belts where they grow shrimps, and really work it around and see if that's something which works for you. Whichever is near, whichever the type of product that you're dealing in. So based on that, you need to catch hold of that location. So these are the varieties of product what you can these are the byproducts of shrimp. So what happens here is when you export a shrimp on basic face value, just a raw, so the prices may be not so great, but when it comes to a processed one, freezed, ready to eat, ready to cook, something like that, then it has a different value there. Especially the pickles are really doing great. Dried shrimps, because the people who stays in remote area, they don't have a lot of resources there. So even dried shrimps also works very well. So you can look into this, and please make sure the shrimps what is being used, there are high standards for quality checks and all of it. So that is something which you need to keep it in mind. So exporting exporter types under MPEDA. So MPEDA is EPC, Export Promotional Councils, which is in your support to help you to export more of marine products. So you can look into this, and this is one of the mandatory EPCs. So you can be a manufacturer come exporter. If you have a huge capital, go ahead and invest in it, and then see whether you can procure the products from the what do you call, the fishery companies. From there you can process it and then pack it and push it forward. Or else you can be a merchant exporter. You don't need to pump any capital, but there is some company who's already producing it, so you can buy from them and ship it to any part of the world. So there are like companies who are not willing to get into the manufacturers, who are not getting into the exports. So they say as like, okay, let me give you the product. You are DGFT registered. You have IC. You can generate the orders for me. But rest is something I'm not going to really get into getting orders and getting into international business because of payments, compliances, that, this, and all of it. So that is something which you can really look into it. So that works very well. So either you export it or the merchant route it through you. So absolutely fine. So there is something we have additional kind of exporter is ornamental fish exporter. So normally you can, these days I've seen a couple of aquariums who hold prawns as the shrimps in the aquariums for a decoration purpose. So that is something, they have it as a pet. So that is something which you can rely on. So if you have some breeders who are taking care of those things, then really you can bet it on. So the next step here is get the samples from wherever you're talking with. So whomever you're having the conversations, get the samples from them, drop it to one of the nearby laboratories, get it checked. If it is a standard of US, Canada, Japan, China, whatever it is, so have a look towards that. And if that's something which you can really go forward, then get the lab testing done from these guys and push it forward. So success to the steps to success. So here, acquire all the required certificates. It could be trade, fair, whatever kind of certificates are required in the targeted market, because it varies from country to country. So that is something which you can look into. Then innovation, develop it, because see what happens here is everyone if started exporting the raw one, and that's something which is not really great about it. So if you do some R&Ds, you get tied up with some hotels, chefs, there are some innovations which is happening. You can offer a very good decent varieties of products from your same portfolio. So that's something which you can really look into. There is a biggest challenge in supply chain. The optimizing the supply chain is the biggest challenge, because normally what happens, because they had to go and reefer or refrigerated temperature. So you should be sure that, okay, what kind of a temperature are you going to pick to send the products abroad. So that is one of the things. So immediately there could be a breakdown, the spoil of the products. So that's something which you need to take care. And obviously you need to build a brand, promote your products across the world so that you get regular orders. Without that, there is no big orders coming in. So then farmer education, spend some money or spend some time with the farmers and make them understand like what exactly the products that you need or the way you need it. So that's very important. Many times I've seen people don't put that much of effort communicating to the farmers or the processing unit how to pack, what to be packed, and all of it. So there could be an issue there. So take care of that too. So provide exploring opportunities in shrimp related products. So diversifying, make sure you have a value added products. It could be ready to cook or ready to eat. So that's something which is very much important. And there are a lot of what you call industrial use of the wastage of that shrimps. So it could be shell, it could be a head, whatever the waste material being extracted from, which is not a human consumption, whatever is being processed. So they chop off some few parts of the shrimp, and that is being discarded. So that is also has a benefit, and you can get tie up not only with the shrimps. What I say is the part of a shrimp also can be the waste part, which is not even human consumption. So that is also something which you can really look into, and you can get it tied up with industrial apply users, and then see which industry buys it, and then start exporting the waste organs of the shrimps, which has been cut off when it was being processing for a human consumption. Then it has a high nutritional values. You can tie up with nutritional supplement companies or a wellness companies. So see what you can really get it out of from there. The main thing here is the shrimps are sold at very minimal prices. We have seen somewhere in the restaurants and all, somewhere around 300 to 400 bucks. But there are some restaurants who give at a very premium prices also. So then see what the quality that you can export, and what varieties you can bring, and what flavors you can look into it. Because I have seen a company who exports only to Japan with that flavor. They have developed that product with a Japanese chef, and they have a patented for it. So that is the recipe what they follow, and they have it a tin format. So that's pretty good moving. So you can really look into that too. So beauty and wellness products, and obviously ornamental shipping products. So then please make sure your strategies are for your market expansion. The digital marketing is the key. In today's world, 99% of the populations are on social media. So please make sure you leverage the social media, whatever it is. It could be Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, whichever suits you. Please take it forward. Apply your digital marketing strategy there, and get your buyers, get in front of your buyers. So strategic partnership, because many times what happens here is you have the hands on the product, but you are not exactly ready to sell the products in the international market, because you don't have a proper collaborations with food, health, or wellness brands, or you can go both together, develop any new product there. So that is something which is really beneficial for any companies. But normally, if you can look into something that, okay, who are already dealing in shrimps, so you can really put it forward. So then sustainable USPs, you can really build. USPs are not something like people get worried saying that, okay, how different I can make it off. So what I suggest to you is like, okay, if there is no difference, then please create a difference. It could be in packaging. You can say it as no plastic packaging, or you can bring up saying that, okay, we use eco-friendly water use. We have a complete recycled waters. So these are something very what do you call a catch to the buyers, so that you can showcase that, and then you can really get a benefit out of it. So how to stand different from your competitors? So here is a snapshot why. So as of now, we have seen what are the varieties, that, this, and all of it, but why we should get it in export business of shrimps. Here is just a small snapshot why you should think of it. So the Indian pricing is somewhere around 590 per kg. That's a pricing which we have, which we can see on a face value. If you go on a negotiation, you get it on a better pricing. Depends on season to season. But yeah, so 590 rupees is the rough pricing for a per kg in Indian rupees. So next is like if we can target to United States Amazon pricing, which is somewhere between, they have it around $34 for 16 nos, like 32 nos. So you can see that. So there is a conversion up there. So shipping cost, you can look into something. But if you do 1 kg, then obviously it will be expensive. But if you do in a bulk quantity, so 24-30 rupees is something average shipping cost you can look into. And once you list it on Amazon United States, so there is a platform fee, there is a fulfillment fee, all of it. So roughly it could be somewhere ballpark somewhere between 700. So net profit per kg, you can look into all those for calculation there. It could be somewhere between 1,800 bucks in Indian rupees. So you can rely on that. This is a very good business to enter. It's a pretty good products, and if this kind of a margins, if I can earn, then yeah, really I'll be happy about it. But depends. This is a B2B B2C pricing. It will be varying from your B2B transactions if you are entering into B2B. So if you build your brand, if you do the promotions on Amazon, get a lot of walk-ins there, and then yeah, if you can really walk it up, this is the margin what you can look into. But in your B2C, this is a B2B B2C pricing. B2B, it works differently, so you don't have to wait for the customer to come and buy. There is no Amazon fees, nothing like that. You can directly export it to the importer there, and the importer will pay you the full price. So there is it's sold or it's expired, whatever it is, it's not your concern, so you don't need to really look into that. So this is just a raw product which we have just calculated a basic calculation, but there are hundreds of various different flavors, products, ready to cook, ready to eat kind of a stuff which you can really look into it. So if that is something which is being calculated, then well and good. That's something which will work more the margins better than this one. Okay. So thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope this added some value. If it's so, then please give your support by hitting the like button and subscribe to our YouTube channel, so that whenever we upload a new video, you'll be getting updates on it. And the courses are available in if you are starting new, you are not aware like, okay, what is export business, how the things are to be done and all of it. So you can make sure you can enroll to our export import business course with handholding support. The links are in the description. Go and check. We have it in English, Hindi, and Kannada language. So enroll for it and take your business to the next level. So thank you so much for watching this. Take care. Bye-bye.